Hi, this is Tiffany Knopf, and I'm wishing Donald Trump a warm welcome to Columbus, Ohio. And hi to all the viewers at Right Side Broadcasting Network.
Anything else today a special day for you besides seeing Donald Trump?
It's my 20th birthday today, and that's how I wanted to spend it, seeing Donald Trump.
Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday, dear Tiffany! Happy birthday to you! Yay!
Adam Taxin in Columbus, Ohio at the Convention Center where Donald Trump will speak in a few hours with the ladies who were really the first two people here, though one of them was technically a volunteer as well. Hello.
Hello.
What made you so excited to get here so early for Donald Trump?
Well, if you're not here early, there's a likelihood you're not going to be anywhere near the podium and not able to get a handshake or an autograph, and it's just the nature of the game.
Yeah, it is a town hall, not a rally.
Well, now this is my first time at a town hall venue. So
Okay.
we'll see.
You've been to a few Trump events.
This is my third.
Uh-huh.
This is my fifth.
And you're familiar with Right Side Broadcasting Network,
Yes.
you said.
I
Yes.
have to tell you, 2 thumbs up. I discovered you, maybe a few months ago, searching for a rally, how can I see it? It's not on C-SPAN, it's not on, and I found you guys, and you are an incredibly valuable source.
Well, thank you.
And do a great job at it, too.
Yes.
Any thoughts on the events of the last few days? The newest controversies the other parts of the media are trying to gin up against Trump?
You don't have enough time.
Ha.
And I would like to say one thing about that.
Uh-huh.
Pat Smith, Sean Smith's mother from Benghazi, the American that died in Benghazi.
Sure.
As his mother was speaking about Hillary lying, the commentators on the networks talked over her. But then when Mr. Khan spoke about his son, they listened intently. They didn't talk over him. It was like a setup.
Great point. Great point. Well, not on RSBN because we didn't even show the Democrat convention.
Right.
But that's a really good point. I hadn't heard that before. But, I think they're overreaching as usual. And they're treating Mr. Khan as if it's Zeus descending from Mount Olympus. And I think in the end, all that garbage is going to help Trump. But people don't really care about my opinion. I'm just the cameraman.
Well, I feel the same way you do. It doesn't, it's not going to matter to a hill of beans to a Trump supporter.
Well, thank you for your time today.
Thank you for
Thank
being
you.
here.
Yes.
Kevin and Andy are here in Columbus, Ohio, talking to RSBN. Okay, you two seem to be sports fans based on your choice of attire today. You know something about winning teams, and you said you're also a big Cleveland Cavaliers fan. Congrats on that. What can you take from all that winning, and how does that relate to Trump and the election?
Well, the thing is, we don't win in our country anymore, and so we need some sort of winning in, like Ohio State. We've seen Ohio State win, we've seen the Cleveland Cavaliers win. The Tribe looks like they're doing pretty good, and that's what we need in this country. We need some leadership that wins instead of, we need to stop being like the stupid country anymore, like the stupid leadership that we have. And it seems like we always lose against war. We seem like we lose in trade, immigration. We just start winning like our sports teams here.
Yeah.
So.
Well, speaking of losing, I want to talk to your brother here a second because he seems to know something about a team that's very used to losing. And I was actually wanted to ask you a question. There's this controversy about the dates of the debates, and I think it's interesting. Yeah, the Carolina Panthers against Green Bay Packers is a little bit of a problem, but I mean, realistically, who's going to want to watch the Saints against the Falcons? I know the Falcons were about 500 and did beat Carolina last year. But even so, the fan bases there are in states that are clearly Republican and not in dispute. What do you think about that whole controversy?
Well, to work off your point there, kind of depends, red state, blue state kind of thing. Ohio, we go back and forth. I don't know. You might want to edit that out.
Okay, no, I'm not going to edit that out, but I'll ask you a question. Are the Browns going to be better this year?
Looking at the trend with the Cavaliers winning their first World Series, Indians doing pretty well.
Right.
Looks like the odds are in the Cleveland favor.
If that's the best basis that your football team might win more than 6
At
games.
least playoffs. I'd be happy if we get a playoff.
Even though some would say you're in the toughest division in the NFL.
Correct.
Yeah. Who scares you more, the Bengals, Steelers, or Ravens this year?
Steelers.
Steelers. Okay. Not worried about the Bengals having some momentum and really something to prove?
Not as much as the Steelers.
Let me ask you a question. How's Ohio State going to be this year?
Ohio State's going to be great.
Who's going to be the biggest competition in the Big Ten? Michigan?
State, obviously.
Michigan State? Well, not obviously,
I
because
think
Harbaugh
with,
has some recruits
Michigan
there.
University, I think with John Harbaugh, he's going to do, or Jim Harbaugh, whatever his name is, Harbaugh.
Yeah.
I think he's going to
Way to disrespect him.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
It's Michigan.
No, that's popular here in Ohio.
But yeah, I think Michigan's going to be our hardest schedule this year, our team to play.
Do you play Michigan State?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
They're our conference, so yeah.
Great. Well, finally, anything in particular you want Trump to address at this town hall? Obviously, people will have a chance to ask questions, including you guys.
I think the biggest thing is our policing, our ISIS problem that we have here, and terrorism. I think that'd be the number one discussion to talk about, because we just seen so many incidents happen with like Orlando and with the LGBT going on down there, and it seems like our police department's under attack, and I think Trump does a pretty good job of reaching out to our police officers and he wants to make America safe again. So I think it's the number one thing that we need to talk about.
Thank you guys for your time today.
Yeah, no problem.
Adam Taxin, Right Side Broadcasting Network, Columbus Convention Center. Nice product placement there. I'm with Robert. He's a Democrat, by the way, so don't do that too much. And we're going to talk about the Constitution and as it relates to Trump. Let's pick a number between 1 and 27.
2.
Okay, so let's talk about the Second Amendment there, Robert. You have any feelings on that?
I feel like the Democrats, or Hillary, is trying to do away with the Second Amendment. And the rhetoric that comes out about guns and just I'm tongue-tied.
It's an important issue.
I get so emotional about it because
tyranny is a bad thing, and they always go for the guns.
It is. They go for the guns, they go for the clips, they go for everything that everybody wants. They try to tax it, they try to do everything they can to take your guns away from you. But once they're gone, we have nothing to defend ourselves with.
You know the record of politicians who've taken guns. I'm sure you know some of the famous ones in history.
Well, there's Australia. Look what's going on in Europe. Look, Australia. All these places, they've taken all the guns away. They're having...
Cuba. China.
We're being taken over. Yeah. China, everywhere. When they take the guns away, we lose our freedom, and it's our last stand. And the First Amendment, they're trying to take our freedom of speech away. I get so emotional over this stuff. It's hard for me.
Good emotion brings in more viewers to us.
Oh well, I think this is just a part of history that's going on here, and that's one of the main reasons I'm here. I've got my son and my grandson here.
These are your sons?
This is my son and my grandson.
Okay.
And we all go out and shoot. We all do we enjoy sports shooting and everything. And
responsible gun owners.
Oh yeah. I mean, we go shoot on a regular basis, and it's a fun thing to do. But I don't hunt, but I do like shooting the ARs and the AR-15s and the AKs and things like that. It's a fun thing to do with the kids and everything like that. And I've got a little 22 I shoot. And, it's just, you start taking away these things. It's part of America and a part of our country.
Well, you think about how the revolution started,
well, absolutely.
200-something years ago.
They wanted our guns back then.
Yeah.
But it's just
a disarmed populace is a docile populace.
It's a following populace.
Yeah.
It's
beta male populace. If you watch the Democratic Convention, you know exactly what I mean.
Watching the Democratic Convention is like every time I tried to watch it. I tried to watch it, but every time I turned it on, it was like taking your fingernails and rubbing it against the chalkboard.
Yeah.
And you're going. It's just like I cannot believe these things and the stories and the things they're making up. Can't they just try to say something that's true?
Yeah, you heard the thing about Hillary in New Bedford, Massachusetts was a total lie.
Oh,
she just made it up.
Well, Benghazi, that was just,
outrageous.
They had the mother of a victim, and nothing was really mentioned about that. And they had this things going on with the Muslim.
Yeah.
The Gold Star parents,
right?
And it's all over the news. And
of course,
they just beat the heck out of her, and and they're beating up on Trump about that.
Of course, we like to think that the more outrageous the media is, the more viewers come to Right Side Broadcasting Network. So it's a mixed bag for us.
Well,
The more
you know,
incompetent and outrageous and biased they are, hey, more people watch us.
Well, it's like when you asked me to do it. The media, to me, is just all of the media. Newsmax on cable. I like that. I watch some of that. But all the news, it's a little all one-sided and everything. It's just so hard to.
Such a bunch of weenies.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what the female
yeah.
word for that is.
Oh,
Wankers, weenies. I know these people.
I've got terms that I wouldn't say it.
Well, we're on, first of all, by the way, you can say it because we're not on the airways. We're on the
Okay,
internet.
so, but in any case, it's just I'm 63 years old, and I grew up in the 50s and the 60s, and I was Beaver Cleaver.
Right.
And my son got part of that, growing up. But my grandson, both my grandsons and my granddaughter will never see that. So I try to get them, there's things that are gone, like driving movies and things like that. But there's
not everywhere. You go out in rural parts.
That's true. You got to take travel for them.
Yeah.
But there's you used to be able to go do things as a kid that you can't do anymore.
Right.
And
Hey, but you didn't. When you grew up, you weren't able to play Pokemon Go, and we know how important that is. I'm being sarcastic.
My family was well-to-do, and I'm not going to say that I was in poverty. I never was.
Where'd you grow up, by the way?
Columbus here.
Okay.
I grew up in a good community here in Columbus, and it was. But I played with Army men in sticks and stones. And I went swimming, and I played with Army men in sticks and stones, and Army men in sticks and stones. And
Right.
And we made up games, and we had guns,
No naval toys, or you were an Army guy?
Oh, everybody played cowboys and Indians.
I'm kidding.
We used to.
We like to appeal to all the branches here.
Oh yeah, I mean, but back then we'd dress up, we'd watch TV, and Sea Hunt, and all the old, all the old TV and stuff like that. And that was the way it was back then.
Right.
Now their heads are all in the computers. Now my grandkids, I'm a certified luthier. I build string instruments, and so one of my
like violins or
violins, guitars, acoustics, but my grandson, he's making a Telecaster this summer, and he's 15 years old, and I'm teaching him music theory.
Okay.
And I've toured.
Ask him how he likes the music on RSBN by Jacob Seals. We have our own original music.
Well, I think you better ask him because he probably watches that stuff.
Okay.
Anyhow,
thank you for your time today. I appreciate your
so
talking to us, especially after you were initially reluctant.
Yeah, sorry I started rambling on.
Oh no, we love that. We love that. Enjoy the town hall.
Okay, I will.
Thanks for your time today. I'm Taxin, Right Side Broadcasting Network, here with Clayton, who is a little less decided about the presidential election than I suppose most of the people who got here really early to hear Trump. But we like to see that. What brings you out here today? And thanks for talking to me.
Really, I just want to see the whole spectrum. Like when Kasich was still and I saw him in March, I voted for Hillary in our primary, and I'm just going to see just what's out there.
Okay.
And just the fact of saying that I got to see Trump speak is amazing.
That's pretty cool. Any big issues for you? You're 18 years old, and I imagine the future is more important to you than some of the older people here.
I'm a fan of the wall. There's a few issues that he does not talk about that Hillary does talk about, such as college debt.
Okay.
Like where I know at Kent State I'm paying about $27,000 a year.
Right.
And he has not mentioned that, but Hillary has talked a lot about it. But
Hillary. Could you see through it though?
I don't know yet.
Very generous with the public treasury, don't you think?
And then Pence, I'm not a big fan of his VP. There's a few things I don't like about him. So I just
Any particular issues there?
Discrimination just against the LGBT community,
okay.
Which I'm not a fan.
You're supposed to say LGBTQ. Don't forget that Q.
Okay, I always forget. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Q, you're out there. I know you are. But I just am not sure. Like, that's a big one for me. Either party, if you're against it, I'm not going to be for you. I don't care. Democrat, Republican, Liberal, Tea Party, doesn't matter. If you're not for that issue, I'm going to have a small problem.
Okay. But VP, you don't weigh it as heavily as presidential.
Yes, you're correct.
Let me ask you if
VP
that's a big issue for you. Trump has really gone after the Democrats on what happened in Orlando. He said, look, I'm the one who wants to protect you.
Yes.
Okay, any thoughts on that?
And we talked about this earlier about guns. And it's, as he told me, it's not the guns, it's the clip, and then it's also the person. It's not the gun to blame.
Right.
The gun does not kill the person, it's the person that kills the person.
Right.
It's just, that's kind of just the middleman that kind of got the job done, unfortunately.
So you were buying more what Trump had to say after Orlando than Hillary.
I was more of a Trumper right then. I kind of liked him.
They backed off that issue because I think a lot of the public felt the same way.
Yep.
Who was the group? Pink Pistols had a lot to say about that. Did you hear some statistics, and I won't have it right, just gun purchases in the gay community around the country just shot up so much after that.
Wow, I haven't heard that.
Yeah. It's something Trump, I don't know if he's talked about it that much the last few speeches, but certainly a couple weeks ago he was saying, what? I'm the one. Well, did you see the convention, what he said there?
No, because I haven't been home. It's recorded, but I've not been able to watch it yet.
Make sure you see what Trump had to say about that very particular issue.
Right.
Not necessarily Pence, but what Trump had to say about that. But anyhow, thank you for your time today.
You're welcome.
And enjoy the speech. Enjoy the town hall, I mean.
Will do.
Adam Taxin, Columbus, Ohio, RSBN.TV. Intriguing shirt there in the middle. Nothing wrong with the other ones, but, I don't see the one in the middle as much. Explain yourself.
Well, it's just we seen last week at the DNC that Bernie Sanders officially endorsed Hillary Clinton, which by all means officially ended his campaign.
Right.
And we're
Rush Limbaugh would say he never had a chance to begin with.
Never had a chance. Well, he started out 3% in the national polls. And
W. Wasserman Schultz would say that too.
Yes, that's with the entire DNC against him, and he did very well. Especially like Rust Belt states like Ohio and other states.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
And so you want people, I assume you're a Trump supporter based on the hat?
Well, I would say that I'm certainly drawn to Trump for a variety of reasons, and that's one of the most compelling reasons is because of his stance on free trade. He's very much opposed to TPP, which often deviates from the traditional party line. And I think
and you're not down with TPP?
What's that? No, I'm very much opposed to it, just like Trump. He said before several times. And Hillary, her stance on TPP is very much ambiguous at best. She supported it, but when she was running against Bernie and he was picking up steam, she ran opposed to it. She picked Tim Kaine, who's been an outspoken supporter of TPP. So by all means, it's pointing to the fact that Hillary Clinton, once she's in office, she will support TPP. And we've seen her husband. He was very instrumental in passing NAFTA, which has destroyed communities like the communities that we were born and raised in.
You're all native Ohioans?
Yes, Southeast Ohio.
Anyone else have anything they want to add to that?
Build the wall.
What's that?
Build the wall.
Okay.
We're going to Trump Hillary. D-R-U-M-B, we're going to Trump Hillary.
All right, thank you for your time today.
Appreciate it.
Donald Trump in Columbus, Ohio today. We're doing the pregame show, and I like you and your friends' outfits. And plus, it's nice and cool in what they're wearing. What do you want to say?
Trump 2016, man. I'm just happy he came in. She has to go to jail.
What do you dislike most? Oh, she has to go to jail.
Yeah, she has to go to jail. Yeah, look at the pin. Come on, you can zoom in real quick at the Hillary for prison. 3 for 10 on the outside.
I don't know if it's going to happen here because it's a town hall, not a rally. But one of the things I go to a lot of these and record them. One of the things people say is, lock her up, lock her up. I can give you and your friends like 5 seconds to get ready to do that chant, and I'll put it on here because I haven't run out of space here. You guys want to give us a lock her up chant? Okay, and keep going if others join in. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Lock her up, 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 lock her up.
All right, thank you for your insights today.
Go Trump.
Anything else?
I just wanted to add, it's great Trump's here in Columbus, Ohio today. I can't wait to vote for him on November 8th. We absolutely cannot have Hillary Clinton in the White House, and that's all I got to say.
What are you going to do to help him win? To help, prevent vote fraud here in Ohio? I know that's a tough question.
Volunteer. It's all about the social media. The anti-Trump posts. I've got to stop because I feel like it's only helping him. We've got to have more positive things to say about Trump online instead of the negative things. I think that's ultimately going to turn itself into good.
And you're active and energetic in that effort, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Great. Thanks for your time today.
Thank you.
Adam Taxin, Right Side Broadcasting Network, with 4 people who just all happen to wear the same shirt, as sometimes happens at professional sports games. No, I'm just kidding. You seem to have a particular issue on your mind today, and thank you for talking to me about what you want to hear about at the Trump event today in Columbus, Ohio. Who wants to speak first?
All right, well, this is Chastity. She's one of our field organizers. I'm Richard Holt, field central director.
Can you speak a little louder, though?
I'm Richard Holt with the AARP's Take a Stand campaign. This is Chastity Bodecker, Alex Shell, and her sister. What's your name?
Kristen Bodecker.
Kristen Bodecker.
And you're obviously AARP because you're so old looking.
Oh, yeah, well...
Yeah,
we
I'm
actually-
sensitive to this. I had a birthday this week and I'm older than I was.
Yeah, what we got to do is make sure that we make Social Security a top issue for this year's elections. And we want to make sure that we update Social Security for future generations. And that needs to start now.
That's a big challenge.
It does, and it depends on presidential leadership to make it happen.
Yeah.
And so we're here today to help show support for Social Security and make sure that Donald Trump makes it a serious part of his platform.
That's a very interesting take that you have younger people doing it today.
Well, this is a transgenerational issue. We've got to do our best to make sure that millennials, Generation X, and everyone above, especially baby boomers, get to work on this immediately.
What question, if you have the chance, are you going to ask Trump today?
I'm going to ask him for his plan on Social Security.
What has he said so far?
So far he said he wants to he'll strengthen Social Security fund by strengthening the economy, and that's not a good enough answer. I want something stronger out of Donald Trump.
Anyone else have anything to add here?
No.
Okay. Well, good luck today, and thanks for talking to me.
All right, thanks.